Alright, so now that the Wii U has been out for over a year, alright, it is definitely right there in the 8th gen console wars against the PS4 and the Xbox One head-on against those other systems. Let's talk about the best upcoming games for the Wii U. Specifically 2014, next year. Alright, coming in at number 1 would be Bayonetta 2. That's right, the sequel to the first Bayonetta, obviously. And this was advertised as an exclusive to the Wii U system. Developed by Platinum Games and released under Nintendo. They're going to publish this game. Should be a interesting title. I mean, it should be a classic experience and only available on the Wii U. As far as I understand it, it's an exclusive to the console. That's a big drawing point, especially for the people that enjoy the first one. That's sort of a cult hit. Bayonetta, the sequel, Bayonetta 2, hey, you can only find the experience on the Wii U, and really, the Wii U needs a game like this. Something that has sort of a sex appeal, more mature theme, you know, M-rated type of experience, and it's gonna be a classic. I can smell this game arguably being like a sleeper hit. People might not even get into this and play it because they're not gonna have a Wii U. But for the people that own it and people that enjoy their Wii U, I think Bayonetta 2 is going to be a freaking underrated title. Child of Light is a role-playing video game with platforming elements developed by Ubisoft. The game puts players in the shoes of Aurora, a child stolen from her home who, in her quest to return, must bring back the sun, the moon, and the stars held captive by the mysterious Queen of the Night. You're going to have several unlikely allies to face her darkest fears on a coming-of-age story. It's inspired by popular old-school RPGs such as Grandia, and most of the creative team is formed of people who worked on Far Cry 3. And both games have a similar upgrading skill tree. It's also going to be released for the other systems as well, but this should be an interesting title for the Wii U because despite its cutesy appearance, I think this game is going to be a very well-received title because of its unique art design, and it just looks absolutely fantastic. Alright, let's talk about some other games. I was going by numbers, I think, to numerically. Yeah, let's go with number 3. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Supposed to come out in February 2014, so next year. But it's coming soon anyway. It's a Donkey Kong game. I mean, you know, the DK Country series has been a classic platforming franchise, and it's by Retro Studios. This should be an absolutely straightforward type of platforming game, but it's definitely going to be a traditional type of title. I mean, yo, monkeys ahoy! I mean, Donkey Kong is back in full force. It's incredible that they really brought back Donkey Kong. You know, I mean, I know he had that game on the Wii, and it's like, it's just amazing to see the actual 2D series come back, the platforming game return, and this game should be interesting. Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze should be an interesting title. Alright, I think we're at number 4. Alright, Mario Kart 8. Okay, interesting game. Mario Kart 8. I think we're at number 4 now, right? So there's another interesting looking game for 2014 on the Wii U. It's supposed to come out springtime 2014, but again, it's a Mario Kart title, and these have generally been well received. I mean, some of the best kart racing experience out there. And the new additions they have, you know, it's sort of taking F-Zero stuff in sort of the futuristic style. And I can only imagine, I mean, it's an HD Mario Kart, finally, and it's just going to be a realized experience. It should directly compete with the likes of the, you know, Sonic and Sega All-Stars, which in my opinion have been kind of the competitive, arguably the best kart racing titles, as far as like the current gen type of games. But Mario Kart is definitely gonna come back swinging. I mean, this game looks. I wonder if they'll bring back the wheel, the gimmick wheel. Probably not, but they might have some sort of addition, maybe an actual peripheral. You never know, but all you need is a controller to really enjoy Mario Kart anyway. Alright. Maybe one more title to talk about. Alright, and I think I'm gonna save the best for last. Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U. A new Smash Bros. And this is gonna be freaking insane! How many characters are gonna be in this? Holy. Sora Ltd, Namco Bandai Games, they're gonna be working on this. This is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, if you want arguably maybe the must-have title for the Wii U, I mean, Smash Brothers. Oh my god. And it's two games actually, two upcoming fighting games on separate platforms. You got the 3DS version and the Wii U version as well. Holy shizzle. I mean, that's a first. I don't think I've ever heard of that before. As far as the Smash Brothers series coming to both handheld and console. They never did that for the Wii or a DS type thing. The DS was just too weak, I guess. It's not... DS was not a powerful handheld. It was like an N64, basically, in the palm of your hand, so you couldn't really recreate the epicness of that. But the 3DS, I'm sure, will be capable. It'll be feasible. Feasible? It'll be adequate, I should say. It's adequate. As far as... Actually, well, Sony got Nintendo Beats because they had PlayStation All-Stars on I believe, the PS Vita and the PS3. So as far as that brawl type of game with the collections of the mascots, Sony, ironically the rip-off hacks that they are, ended up doing it first on both handheld and console. I'm interested in the new characters in the damn games. But, they're obviously going to return the mascots and all that, the Nintendo characters, but they have Mega Man from Capcom. I wonder how much money they paid Capcom, seriously. I mean, my god. Mega Man. That's a hell of a character. That's like the icon right there. The Mega Man should have been there from the jump. Ever since, like, at least, like, Melee. I don't know. Let's see, what other characters? I'm like, freaking excited about this. Let's see. Captain Falcon, same guy, Falco, Fox, Ganondorf, the same dudes. Kirby, Marth, Mewtwo, all these dudes, the characters we've seen before. They're gonna have a Wii Fit trainer, which I think is stupid, though. I mean, who gives a crap about the Wii Fit? That's just dumb. But they're gonna have Rob, which is awesome. The ROB, the robot. That's kind of cool. Gonna have Snake. Apparently Snake is coming back, which is absolutely incredible. And Sonic as well, of course. They should have just bring everybody from the Sonic. Knuckles, Tails. Bring those guys as well. I mean, expand on that. That'd be interesting. And, I mean, Pikmin. You got the Pokemon trainer. I think it's Red from the Pokemon series, the actual trainer himself. If there's one character that maybe they should have included in the Smash Brothers franchise, I mean, it has to be... I would love to have said the Killer Instinct characters, like Fulgore, or Jago, or Saberwolf, or some of those guys. But there was a time when Killer Instinct was a Nintendo exclusive, and that would have been so interesting to see that. And maybe even Conker, the Rare stuff from back in the day. Conquer in his violent form, chopping heads off. That would have been interesting. And hell, Joanna Dark, or whatever her name was from Perfect Dark. You know, classic game for the N64, and then obviously because of moving to the Microsoft, it's just a shame. You know, I think back to that Rareware going to Microsoft, being bought out. It was just the worst thing that could happen because we got a pile of shit. You know, we got a pile of shit from Microsoft.